An excellent wife who can find. She is far more precious than jewels. The heart of her husband trusts in her, and he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not harm all the days of her life. She seeks wool and flax and works with willing hands. She is like the ships of the merchant. She brings her food from afar. She rises while it is at night and provides food for her household and portions for her maidens. She considers a field and buys it. With the fruit of her hands she plants a vineyard. She dresses herself with strength and makes her arms strong. She perceives that her merchandise is profitable. Her lamp does not go out at night. She puts her hands to the distaff, and her hands hold the spindle. She opens her hand to the poor and reaches out her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of snow for her household, for all her household are clothed in scarlet. She makes bed coverings for herself. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sits among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them. She delivers sashes to the merchant. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. She looks well to the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her in the gates. What I just read to you was Proverbs 31:10-31. It gives the description for a good wife and a worthy woman. And in my short 18 years, I just so happened to meet a woman such as this. And she was my grandmother. Jeanette Mosley Hammock, my grandmother, was the definition of a worthy woman. She always treated everyone with kindness. She gave with all her heart. She gave to anyone and everyone. It didn't matter what their situation was or who they were. And she gave because she wanted to. She loved seeing the smile on people's faces. And that is a trait I hope to have in my life as well. I look up to her in her marriage with my grandfather. It was filled with love, and they were never violent towards each other, or they never talked bad about each other. And I just hope that I have a marriage like that someday. And she pampered him as well. She always made sure his food was on the table and that his coffee was made just the way he liked it. And I think it was just an excellent marriage to look up to. She also worked very hard her whole life. She worked as a nurse, and that makes sense because she loved giving to people, and in her field she had to help tons of people. There are so many times we went on a shopping trip and we met someone that she knew or had helped. She was just a great woman all around. She feared the Lord and made sure all of us were in church, myself and my 3 aunts and my father. She taught me the Bible as well as kindness. She taught me that I need to be kind in every situation. And this is why I chose her for this speech. I think she's an excellent woman to do tribute to. And I'm so glad I had the pleasure of having her for a grandmother. Thank you for listening.